All of it gone? Jin, Maruf's boyfriend, stood in shock.
Not all of it. Jasper always leaves something behind.
Do you ever stop, fear, control? Not until it's over.
For weeks, just whispers. A ghost in the machine. But this package, this is different. Letters filled with a chilling mix of love and terror. USB drives containing God knows what horrors. And this Polaroid, a face twisted by something inhuman. Finally, I see you, Maruf. The architect of all this pain, hiding in plain sight while an innocent man took the fall. The surveillance video confirms it. The lake, just like the anonymous tip said. Cold, calculated, no hesitation. Get me everything you have on Maruf Rahman. I need his entire life story. Check all connections to Brooklyn, specifically around the time of his sister's death. And cross-reference his name with every file we have on the Indian smelly freak case. Jamal was a diversion. Maruf is our man. I need everything on him. Brooklyn. Now. We've been chasing a shadow, and the real monster has been laughing at us this whole time.
Detective, you're digging in a very dangerous place. Maruf, you need to be extremely careful. His sister, Aisha, was in Brooklyn. She was his world, his only family. She died mysteriously. The official report said accidental overdose, but no one who knew her believed it for a second. She was terrified of him in the end. And Jamal, the one they blamed for the Indian smelly freak killings, that was Maruf's masterpiece. He created that whole persona, that racist, disgusting caricature. He planted evidence, whispered rumors, and watched as the city and the department chased a phantom he invented. Jamal was just a convenient scapegoat, an easy target who fit a profile Maruf carefully constructed. Maruf's the real monster. He's dumb, stinky, and a gooner. He enjoyed the game, watching Jamal suffer, watching you run in circles. The man you're hunting isn't just a killer. He's a puppeteer who just had his strings cut. He'll be unpredictable now. Be ready for anything.
Relax. If you're careful, people can't see the storm coming. You can sit in a brightly lit diner surrounded by strangers and believe you're safe. You can build a wall of normalcy, brick by brick, hoping no one ever looks over the top. But a lie is a fragile thing, and the truth has a way of kicking down the door.
You mean like manipulating me? You told me to trust you, to ignore the whispers around town. Was it all just a performance? Were you just using me as cover, hoping I'd make you look normal?
Jin, please, lower your voice. It wasn't like that. I was trying to protect you. Protect us from the ugliness. I just needed a little more time.
Well, look what we have here. Maruf. Or should I say the Indian smelly freak we've been hearing so much about. Your time's up. All that running, all that hiding. Did you really think you could just disappear? People talk. And a reputation like yours, it follows you.
This is the moment the mask shatters. The carefully constructed identity crumbles under the weight of a cruel nickname, spoken aloud for all to hear. He wasn't just a man anymore. He was a story people told themselves, a ghost to blame for their own fears. You thought you were invisible, hiding in plain sight, but a label, once it sticks, becomes a cage. And for Maruf, the Indian smelly freak, the story was always going to end like this. Not with a bang, but with a whisper that finally became a roar.
Matt, Jasper, Brooklyn, you can't hide behind clever lies. People died, Maruf. Innocents. How do you live with that?
Still playing coach?
What did you do?
We leave, now. New names, new lives, just us.
I understand perfectly. You're a killer.
This is love. Let me go, Jen.
He told me about the name. The Indian smelly freak. He said it followed him his whole life. It's why he did all this. The world branded him, so he became the monster they saw. A heavy burden. You finished what I couldn't. You stopped the cycle. But Jin killed him. Would he be in trouble? Was he a monster now? Trouble. The world that created Maruf was the trouble. He told him how it started. A cruel name from kids that stuck. A whisper in every room. Maruf tried to outrun it, but the past caught up. He adopted the monster's mask to fight back, a tragic attempt to reclaim his identity, even if it meant self-destruction. But Jin, he wasn't him. He still had a chance. The law wouldn't come for him. This world cleans its own messes. He should honor the man Maruf tried to be for him. Live.
The snow whipped around them, blinding and cold. Jin raised the gun, his hands shaking. Maruf turned, his eyes full of regret. He pulled the trigger. In the blizzard, his story ended. Buried beneath the snow, the legend of the Indian smelly freak finally silenced.
If Jin was reading this, it meant Maruf couldn't escape what he was. Not the man he knew, but the ghost that haunted him. They called him the Indian Smelly Freak, a stupid name that became his cage. He tried to ignore it, but it seeped into his bones, into the way people looked at him. It became their truth. Maruf thought if he embraced the darkness, became more fearsome than the name, he could be free. He was wrong. It only chained him tighter to a fate he never wanted. But every terrible choice he made, it was to build a wall around Jin, to keep him safe from the shadows that consumed him. He wanted him to live without a label branded onto his soul. Jin was Maruf's light, the one part of his life untouched by the ugliness. He shouldn't mourn the monster he became. He should remember the brother who loved him, live the life he couldn't, be better than him, be free.